Alright, we are reviewing for your first test on real numbers and conversions. All these basic operations, remember this is without a calculator. When we're doing subtraction, bigger number minus the smaller number gives you 21. The sign of the bigger is the 44, so it's negative. When we have minus and negative, that becomes plus a positive, so negative 15 plus 10 is a negative 5. This one here, same thing, opposite sign, so we subtract, we should get 54, bigger sign was positive. Negative times a negative gives you a positive, so positive 15. Negative times positive is negative, so negative 24. Negative divided by negative gives you positive, and it's 8. In here, 1/2 plus 3/4. We need to make a common denominator to make them both over 4. So this is already 3/4. To get from 2 to 4, I multiplied by 2, so I do the same up top. So 2/4 plus 3/4 gives me 5/4. And number 8, I'm just going to rewrite it. It was 3/4 times 2 over 9. I'm going to simplify it like so. I can cancel out the 1 and 3, and this becomes a 1 and a 2, and my answer is 1 over 6. My other option, I could have gone right from the beginning and multiplied straight across. I would have gotten 6 over 36, and then I could have reduced it from there, divided both the top and bottom by 6. Number 9, when we have division, it means we flip and multiply. So the first one stays the same, and now we multiply by the reciprocal. So if I multiply straight across, it would be 20 over 36, which can reduce to be, if I divide both the top and bottom, by 4, then it would have 5 over 9. Now my other option is I can simplify ahead of time again. So this could have become 1, and this would have become a 3, and now I'd have, again, same thing, 5 over 9. Order operations for number 10, got to do the exponents, or the exponent, parentheses, all those first. So 3 plus 30 gives me 33. Exponents comes before multiplication. So this is now 3 times 4, which gives me 12. And this one, a negative times a negative is a positive. So 4 squared is positive 16. Alright, word problems. Always start with what you know. So I know 4.8 meters for the width here. And we're ordering trim. We want to make it into feet. So I'm going to multiply by something. If I need to make it as a fraction, that's fine. I need to get out of meters, so if my meters cancel out, I want to go to feet. Well, it tells me that 1 meter is the same as 3.28 feet. So now my units are feet, which is what I want. I can just multiply it, and I should get 15.74 feet. Okay, world record time of the marathon. We run 26.2 miles in 2 hours. That means per 2 hours. And I need to know feet per second. So let's start with the hours. It doesn't matter, but I'll get hours first. I can get rid of 1 hour by saying it's the same as 60 minutes. And I can get rid of the minutes because I want it to be feet per second. So I'll go that 1 minute is the same as 60 seconds. So now my units are miles per second. But I don't want miles per second. I want to get, feet per second. So I need to get rid of miles. And I know that 1 mile is the same as 5,280 feet. Now my unit is feet per second, which is what I want, so I can multiply straight across and divide by the bottom. I should get 19.21 feet per second. Alright, Brian wrestling in the 81 kilogram competition, so 81 kilograms. I need to get rid of kilograms, so that'll go on the bottom. I'm trying to get it into pounds. Well, it tells me that 1 kilogram is the same as 2.2 pounds. So I can now cancel out my kilograms. All I have left is pounds, my unit, which is what I want. It's 178.2 pounds. Alright, last 3. 15 square feet per day. 15 square feet per 1 day. Okay, I want to get rid of feet. I need it to be square yards. So, to get from feet to yards, I can say that 3 feet is the same as 1 yard. Well, this feet only gets rid of one part of my feet up there. I have feet squared. That just means I need to do it again. The same conversion, 3 feet to 1 yard. Now that feet cancels out the rest of the feet. Now I have yards squared per day, but I want it to be yards squared per week. So, I can say that 7 days gives me the same as 1 week. That way my days cancel out. My units now are yards over week. So that means my unit is yards squared per week. And my answer when I multiply those straight across, should be 11.6 repeating yards squared per week. All right, 17, walking 4 miles. It's 4 miles per how many steps? It was 1,000 steps she took. 4 miles per 1,000 steps. And we want to know how many inches she took per step. So my answer needs to be in inches per step. Well, we already have miles per step, so to get to inches per step, I'll first change my miles to 5,280 feet. Miles to feet. But now I'm in feet per step. Excuse me, I want to get inches per step. So I can change 1 foot to 12 inches. Now my feet cancel out, and now I will have my answer. My answer ends up being 253.44 inches per step. So yes, that is a pretty big step, obviously. All right, and 18, the toughest one here, we have 0.5 milliliters per second. 0.5 milliliters for every second. And I need to get to, in the end, liters per month. How many liters in a 30-day month? So let's get to liters first. Milliliter, we always think of as 1,000. 1,000 milliliters gets you 1 liter. So now I got liters per second, but I don't want liters per second, I want liters per month. So let's get towards going into a month. Well, I know I can get rid of seconds by saying 60 seconds to 1 minute. I know I can then get rid of my minutes by saying 60 minutes to 1 hour. I can then say 24 hours to get me to 1 day. So let's see where my units are now. My minutes canceled, my hours canceled, my seconds canceled. I have liters per day. I need to get to month, and it's a 30-day month. So I can just say 30 days is the same as 1 month. So now I have all my units correct, because my units now are going to be liters per month, and my answer ends up being 1,296 liters per month. There you have it, and best of luck on your test tomorrow.